Hey, it's Annie from ELO, and I gotta tell you, I'm probably gonna be talking a little fast in this video, but it's because honestly, there's so many things we did in this kitchen. I'm super excited about this kitchen. It was a beautiful transformation. We are in a colonial in Troy, and the before pictures that you're gonna see, pretty typical of what you find in a lot of these 1970s colonials that you go to in Troy. So I'm just gonna kind of bop through exactly what we did in this kitchen. Okay, the area that I'm standing in right now used to be the eating area, kind of the eat-in kitchen area. We got rid of the eat-in kitchen area, and here's what we did. We painted out this really pretty bay window. It used to be dark. We painted it white. That was the goal in this kitchen. We need to lighten everything up because it was wood and wood and more wood. So we painted this out. Actually, I should mention before all of this that we had all the floors were done in this house. So the kitchen, the foyer, the entry, the bathroom, all of that, we had a flooring company come in, a flooring guy come in and go ahead and replace all the floors. So because we were doing that, we kept, well, it was our reason to go ahead and open things up a little bit. So we used all the cabinets that this client had, but we just tweaked them a little bit. We moved things around, and I'll explain what we did more so. But okay, so we went ahead and replaced counters, and I took this counter all the way over to the window. Before it was not, and before it was not a bar. Like you couldn't sit at it, right? So by doing that, extending, we got about 12 inches over the base cabinet. So they're gonna go ahead and tuck in some stools. So that's gonna be great. So yes, new counters. So come with me this way. What we also did then, and this is, I think, a really big thing in this particular kitchen, they had their dishwasher housed in the peninsula, and we moved it. So because the floors, we ripped all those floors up, what we did was moved the dishwasher over next to the sink, okay? And then we kind of rearranged the different cabinets that they had. So they used to have a Lazy Susan, which would kind of, let you use this space right here. We put a cabinet here facing the outside, which makes this a very usable space. They didn't use any cabinet space. We did have to buy a couple new cabinets, base cabinets, to just make our spacing and our cabinet all, work really right. So we added these in, and then we also added in this base cabinet, and we added in a Reva shelf. They used to have their trash can on the outside of the peninsula. Always, they're just like, I just don't want to see my garbage cans. So we went ahead and housed it in a base cabinet. Super easy thing to do, and most kitchens can accommodate it somewhere, and it's something that we love to do for people. Let's hide the trash cans, right? All right, and then we also replaced all of their upper cabinet doors. They had these, they were very dated, a faux double stack cathedral maple door. Didn't love it. Their base cabinets were those nice squared off, very traditional, nice door. So what we did was match their upper cabinet doors to the lower ones, made it all cohesive, updated it tremendously. And then we got rid of all that molding that was there. There was like all of this wood molding that kind of cased in their window. Got rid of it. Get that out of there. We gotta brighten this up, and it let so much more light in. On top of that, we added in the backsplash and took it all the way up to the ceiling. So you just have a lot of white, bouncing light all over the place. It's really pretty. So we chose snowbound for the cabinets. The white that we used in this kitchen was snowbound. On the base cabinets, we did it all iron ore. Really, really pretty. And then I think the thing I like about this iron ore is that it really plays well with the floor. They wanted this light gray. It's really pretty, but this really is some nice contrast against that gray. I think the last important thing to note is the space I'm standing in here. It had an angled cabinet right here. Again, dated, right? But what we did was squared it off and extended her shelf. This is just a 12-incher. They don't have a lot of walk space here, so we kept it the 12-inch base, but we just took this countertop out a little further, which gives them this really nice space for a coffee bar. And then we added in some open shelves. This was a glass cabinet beforehand. they really honestly didn't put much in it. They had some of these glass upper cabinet doors they didn't love, and they thought this was a great idea. So they're going to use this as a coffee space. It'll house a lot of this kind of stuff, right? So I think that's about, oh, another thing to mention, this is important. When they got their quartz, they bought a whole slab of it. And what they did was there was some leftover, and they took that remnant bit that was left of their quartz slab, and they used it and replaced the countertop in their little half bath on their first floor. And that's something that's kind of fun to do, you know, use what you have. And it updated their bathroom at the same time. They kept their same vanity to just put on this new quartz countertop, and it just kind of refreshed that space too. So if you would love for us to come in and do any of this kind of stuff for you, by all means, give us a call, send us an email, or Facebook message us, and we would be happy to give you a quote. Thank you and have a great week.